Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. I'm a licensed cognitive behavior therapist. That's a CBT therapist and a licensed mental health counselor. I'd like to start by wishing everyone a happy new year, a blessed new year. I hope there will be peace in the world. I'd like to go back to the case of the Idaho 4 victims. It's been 2 years and 2 months now since the quadruples took place. Last night I made this clip and spoke a bit about Jack D. I believe it's a very important clip, so please share it if you can. My subscribers know me. I love to go always back to the beginning of a case because I believe all the secrets lie there. I've always said that I believe that whatever happened in the unalivings had something to do with people that the students knew. I don't believe this was stranger danger. I don't believe this was just somebody who was infatuated in one of the girls and decided to take the chance with 6 people in a house. That's a crowd and a dog. Now this picture is from the 22nd of November 2022. That's 9 days after the unalivings. To start with, before I explain any further, I got a lot of interesting, kind, respectful comments as usual. I'm really proud of my subscribers. I have the best subscribers, very respectful, decent, intelligent. I couldn't be more proud of them. I may not have a lot of subscribers, but I go for quality and not quantity. So when I go back to this case, this was 9 days after the 4 students were horrifically unalived, deleted out of this planet. May they rest in peace. This picture that you see is Jack D. Jack Ducour and Murphy. Now, one of my subscribers or a viewer wrote a comment and said that, Huda, I usually love your work, but now you're just picking on someone for their hair color. As a mental health counselor, and many psychologists and mental health counselors would know that, and many people who have nothing to do with mental health. Actually, that is common knowledge. That is something we have to use a common sense. When a crime happens of any magnitude, especially like the quadruples, detectives have psychologists and mental health counselors who work with them. They have a degree. The FBI have criminologists who've studied psychology. We look for patterns. We look for changes. And especially right after unalivings, that's the first thing the detectives look at. They look at the close people. Now, Jack D is just not a friend of the 4 victims. He used to date Kaylee on and off for 5 years. He's like a family member to the Gongalves. He knows Maddie well, he knows Xana well, and I'm sure he knows Ethan. What I'm trying to say is for Jack D to change his color. He usually has blonde hair color, but I think he's born with red hair. It's either blonde or red, and it doesn't matter what hair color he's born with. What matters for me is why did he change his hair color? I find that to be baffling. Look at his hair color. It's completely black. And then another subscriber of mine reminded me just now, and may God bless her for that. She said, Huda, go back and check in the memorial. Jagdi's hair color was dark then too. So I want to know what made Jagdi change his hair color from light blonde or red to black a couple of days after the unalivings. Now, if you go back to the rumor mill, the rumors that were going on in the beginning from the college itself, there were many people in the college who said that there were rumors going on that Jagdi was behind it or he rented someone to do it. That's not me. Don't come for me. That was the rumors. It was even on Facebook. It was on many other social media places, Twitter, everywhere. It was always the fraternity boys and the Jacks that were in question. I want to know why Jagdi was ruled out last. I'm not going to take the Congalvis' words as the gospel. Absolutely not. Because let's not forget, Jagdi is like a family member of theirs. They could be biased. I'm not saying that the Congalvis, if they knew that he deleted or he was involved in deleting their daughter and Maddie, that they would defend him. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, how do we know that the Congalvis haven't been lied to? I remember Kaylee's parents said that they made him strip off his upper clothes to check if he had any knife injuries. Now, I expected Steve and Chrissy to know better that if somebody does crimes like this, they can actually have equipments to wear so that they don't cut themselves or injure themselves. We know that. And I'm sure they know that too. Most of these people like Jack S. were interviewed over the phone. We know this is Jagdi because the news media couldn't be wrong. He has Murphy with him. And somebody in my comment channel said, that's not Murphy, that's a pitbull. I'm a cat person, I'm not a dog person, but I know definitely that that's not a pitbull. And that is Murphy, I can see that. So why did this young man change his hair color? Why a couple of days after the unalivings? Now, my second important thing is the truck. Pay attention to the black truck that Jagdi came out of or is going into. He's holding the door. That black truck, I believe, is the same black truck that was on Taylor Avenue the morning where the undercover cops stopped Saeed and the 3 other boys. Pay attention to how big the wheels are. You can't see the license plate number, but allegedly I believe it's the same truck. So we have Jagdi who changed his hair color, and we have Jagdi with a black truck. Pay attention to Jack D's hair color. It's completely black, jet black. He had the same hair color in the memorial. He has Murphy with him. Why would he change his hair color a couple of days after the unalivings? It's quite strange. Where would you get time actually? When would you have, how would you even have the energy to change your hair color? You lost somebody that you were dating for 5 years. Like Christy, Kaylee's mother said, they would have eventually got married. So that means they were really close. They were really close. When did he find the time to change his hair color in black? In psychology, we look at changes. In therapy especially, we look at when somebody says they're depressed or have had anxiety for a while. We follow the DSM handbook in mental health. All the guidelines, rules and regulations in mental health are written there. And when we do our therapy, we try to investigate a person's life. Like, where could the depression have come from, example, or anxiety. We look at a week earlier, 2 weeks earlier, 10 days earlier, 6 months earlier. So in criminology and detectives, what they do is they definitely look at who these students were hanging with. Their boyfriends, their girlfriends, their friends, their families, if they owed anyone money. They look at people surrounding them, their friends and all, after the 4 victims were deleted. These are things to pay attention. Who changed the appearance? Jack D just colored his hair black right after the unalivings. I wonder what he could be hiding. Let's not forget there was a lot of rumors going on in the beginning that Jack D was jealous that Kaylee was moving. And we heard the word crime of passion. Now, the most important thing besides the hair color is pay attention to the truck, the black truck. Jack D's holding the door. This black truck looks to me to be the same black truck that passed by Taylor Avenue that came from Kings Road. Pay attention to the big tires. Apologize that this picture is blurry, but this came out in the beginning from the mainstream news channels. They were showing us this light coming from Kings Road and coming down the hill. There you see the black truck driving through Taylor Avenue. I always thought it was DM's truck because DM has the picture standing in front of a truck like this with van shoes, a brown long pant, a black jacket, and she has keys in her hand, and her arm is up swinging the keys. That's why I assumed it was DM's truck. But it's starting to look like it could be the same one Jack D was driving. This was at 3 a.m. and 47 seconds on the 13th of November 2022. Jack D, to the right, has a reddish blonde color beard, mustache, and hair color. Why would he shave off his mustache, his beard, and color his hair black a couple of days after the unalivings? And why was there so many rumors going around from Idaho, Moscow students' social media that Jack D was behind it? Let's not forget Jack D, Jack S, Adam were all, Jovito were all at the grub truck. Sorry, they were at the corner club before they headed to the grub truck. Hoodie Guy clearly said, "We're going to get you for that, Maddie." Why was he going to get Maddie? And they did actually get Maddie, Ethan, Xana, and Kaylee. Why did this young man, Jack D, cut off his mustache, shave off his mustache, beard, and color his hair black? I find that to be important. And this is just a question. I'm not criticizing his hair color or his beard or anything. I'm just wondering, why would a person change their appearance right after 4 people were deleted that he knew so closely? He knew them well. I'd love to thank my subscriber who left me this comment. You know exactly who you are. I really appreciate you for sharing that. Because when somebody in the comment channel got offended and said, "Hood, I really like your work, but why are you picking on people's hair?" I'm not picking on anyone's hair. I want justice for these 4 students. I want the correct justice for these students. So there's no discrimination in talking about somebody's hair color. Why would somebody change their hair color? Cut off their beard, shave off their beard, and shave off their mustache right after 4 of his closest friends, his ex-girlfriend that he could have ended up marrying and having children with, just lost her life in the most brutally manner, and still he had time to do all that. That doesn't make sense. And why didn't Steve Gongalves, Kaylee's father, and Steve Gongalves Jr., Kaylee's brother, and Kaylee's 2 younger sisters, why were they looking at Jack D in this manner, with disgust, anger, hate, bitterness? Why? Just because the Gongalves decided, no, he is innocent. Their words are not the gospel for me. They're not the Holy Bible or the Quran for me. I just want justice. So I'm just asking questions. Why is his hair so dark in color? Now you can see his beard was growing back again. But the picture where he's standing near the black truck, which is really important too, his hair was this color. That's when he colored his hair. And his beard was shaved off, and his mustache. Why would they look at each other like that? Steve wasn't joking with him. Isn't it strange that Jack D is involved or is seen with trucks and cars that are in question, like a white Hyundai Elantra, a black truck that passed by Taylor Avenue allegedly, this white truck? There's something not right with this young man. And always believed in WSU Kim. Honestly, she started adding up extra unnecessary things later on for clickbaits, but I believe her when she said that Jack D was trying to get an alibi. And he wasn't sleeping. How could he fall asleep within 40 minutes? He was at the glove truck. Sorry, corner club. So how did he manage to get home so quickly and fall asleep? And his alibi, the person who could confirm his alibi, was Adam. Interesting. Maddie, what did you tell Adam? So Adam is involved too in this case. This was Jack D, his picture on his TikTok profile when people start questioning him about his fingertips, why they were so injured, and his kneecaps. He deleted off his whole TikTok 3 days after the quadruples. Look at his lips even. Look at his fingers. This is not something I'm making up. These are the pictures I saved from his TikTok before he put it down. He was getting a lot of questions from people on the chat, on his comment channel, and he put it all down. He deleted it. He went off TikTok. So was this previous pictures? I doubt. It looks like his second finger on the right hand, the nail is badly injured or he cut himself. Look at the different cuts he has in his fingers. Y'all are entitled to do whatever y'all want with this information. I'm just going back to my old clips and I'm showing y'all what was going on in the beginning. This was from Jack Decor, his TikTok profile. If you pay attention to the background, you can see the brick red walls on the left-hand side. I believe it's either Queen's apartments, or it must be near his house because that has red bricks too. His lips look injured too, in my opinion, allegedly. You can see his face features, that's definitely Jack D. The black pant, he wears pants similar to that design. He looked like he was changing his whole appearance. And the black truck is the same black truck in Taylor Avenue. I wonder how well this case was investigated. If this turns out not to be BK, I wonder if it's too late to go back from the beginning. Crime of passion. Makes sense. That's a good motive. What if Kaylee's stalker was Jack D? That was an ex anyway. That wasn't her boyfriend. And I always noticed he used to always leave her comments on her social media, but she used to never answer him back, but everyone else. This is how usually Jack D looks like? He has a mustache and a beard, blonde hair or red hair. I believe this was the day he came to pick up his dog. Look at his eyes. Wonder if he's injured. What is wrong with his fingers or his hands? Is that band-aids on? Guys, let me know what you'll think. If you ask me, his hand looks swollen. Pay attention to this picture of Jack D. I'll try and zoom it in. Pay attention to his face and his hands. Was he in a fight? Allegedly. This was when he came to collect his dog, I believe, the day after the unalivings, or the same day. He's with his uncle. I don't know what's up with his hands. Doesn't look right. His lips look swollen. It looks like he has band-aid on his fingers, or something in his fingers. Wonder if he injured his face and fingers. Wasn't it said that some of the victims had defensive wounds, especially Xana? Is that how he got his injuries? Could that be possible? He looks like he's trying to avoid the camera. Jack D owns a white truck too. I wonder if it's the same white truck that was seen in front of the corner club, and if it's the same white truck that was seen in front of 1122 Kings Road. Please let me know. Guys, this is for educational purpose only. This is all in my opinion. Let me know what you believe, what your thoughts are. On the left-hand side, you can see Jack D standing with, he's sitting and talking to Kaylee and Maddie, who are standing near him. You have Adam and Jack Showalter here. They look like they all are smiling and having convos. But Jack D is trying to say he went home and fell asleep within 40 to 45 minutes. Doesn't make sense. It looks like he's smiling and talking to Maddie. Why didn't he answer Maddie and Kaylee's calls? And right after that, a woman was heard yelling, "Stop it, stop." Could he have been inside the house? And did he call for Maddie and Kaylee's phones to his phone just to get an alibi? Why was he the last person to be ruled out? I wonder. Is it the same black truck? If it's the same black truck, it's most likely possible that Jack D was driving the truck. What did he have inside the truck? Or whoever drove the black truck, what did they have inside the truck? Why would he color his hair black? He's allowed to color his hair black, but it's quite strange that he made sudden changes right after the unalivings. So let me know what y'all think about the black truck and Jack D's hair color that he changed, please.